When I woke up, I found myself in a dark, empty room I've never been in before. There was nothing in the room, just a small TV that barely lit the small room. As I wiped my face, I noticed something was missing. No, something was there that did not belong. My left eye was restored. I had no eye patch. What the hell? I thought aloud. How did my eye get restored? Eyes don't grow back, nor do they get replaced. How did I end up here? Am I dead? Am I dreaming? Or am I just going mental? Then I heard a voice from behind me. Hey, you seem new here. You need any help? I turned around and saw a young woman reaching her hand out to me. She looked very tan, had long, dark brown hair past her knees, and wore a light purple hoodie and black jeans, her dark brown eyes fixed on mine. What is this? I wondered aloud. Where am I? I asked myself the same questions, the girl replied, but I eventually stopped trying. It's a living hell here. What are you talking about? I asked. Where are we? Beats me, she continued, but every once in a while we end up somewhere, and we have to try and escape while some mad murderer chases us. Every time we get caught, the cycle repeats. That makes no sense. What are you... I began to ask again, but before I knew it, I wasn't standing in that dark room with her anymore. Now I was outside in what seemed like the middle of nowhere. What the hell is going on? I wondered. I began to walk, searching for something, anything. Then I heard a scream, and I decided to follow the screaming. I ended up running into a masked man with glowing red eyes and a machete in his right hand. Suddenly I remembered what the girl just told me. We have to escape while a killer gave chase. I turned and started running, but the masked man was faster than me. He drove the machete straight through my back. Pain, agonizing, almost unimaginable. As I fell to the floor, and everything went black. When I woke up, I found myself in the dark room again. At first, I wondered how I ended up back here again. But then I remembered. She said to me that every time we get caught, the cycle repeats. Now I'm sitting in this room again, waiting to reappear in another random area. A few minutes have gone by, and somehow I just saw her appear. She eventually told me her name, Octavia Potts. I told her mine too. Nice to meet you, Harry, Octavia said, smiling. Glad I'm not alone in this nightmare. I ended up meeting others who were here with us as well. One in particular was named Wade, someone I ended up becoming close friends with. As time went on and the cycle repeated itself, I began to believe that I really was dead and that maybe this was my hell. However, I eventually found out what I was really trapped in. When morning arrived, I headed downstairs expecting Harry to be down there making breakfast. However, I was first greeted by the front door of our house being left open. The doorknob was pried off and destroyed. Horrified, I ran to Harry's room, only to find out he wasn't even there. His phone, wallet, and keys were all still on his desk. He never leaves without at least one of these. I called 911 and reported the situation. As they made their way to my home, I called Hope and told her Harry was missing. Hope chose to leave work early to get me out of the house. During police investigations, our front porch camera caught two guys with masks using large clamps to pry the doorknob off. As they left, they were carrying my unconscious brother to their truck. Harry was indeed kidnapped. I was taken in for questioning and I told them everything I knew about my brother. I suspected that the same person who shot my parents must have taken him too, but I couldn't be too sure. After returning home, Hope told me to pack up. Her boyfriend's brother allowed us to stay at their place in the guest room until the situation died down. I didn't like the idea of staying with them, more specifically the oldest of the three. Somehow, despite his attitude, he ended up with a fiancée. He was only nice to her and my sister. He didn't speak to me much, and when he spoke to his brothers, they were usually arguing. I was getting PTSD from when Harry and I used to argue as well. The only person besides Hope that was nice to me was the youngest brother, Neil. He only knew me because of high school. We were seated right next to each other in forensics class, and we became partners for one of our jobs. Neil sees me as a good friend and classmate, but something tells me that he wants to be more than just my friend. Either way, he's the least of my concern. Neil knows not to try anything with me. After all, he's well aware of what I've done to Harry's eye. Now that I've collected evidence from the night Harry was kidnapped, I can focus on finding him. Once I know that my brother is safe, then I can worry about our parents' killer again.